think we're live again.
You need a new drink refresh, Ryan?
Yeah, I might need a new drink refresh, though.
All right, get a little drink refresh.
How we doing, everybody?
I'm eating my hummus. Uh-oh. I lost a piece of bread to the hummus.
Oh, the bread is now in the hummus.
The bread is in the hummus.
The bread is in the hummus.
We have a man down. A man down.
Man down. It's a bread hummus scenario.
Here's a question for those folks playing at home. I've recaptured the bread. Do you get your hummus and you know if it has like the stuff in the middle? Do you mix right away? Or do you keep the stuff in the middle and you sort of like use your bites to mix it?
Sometimes I'll take a piece of bread and I'll scoop around and mix it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm a mixer. Like I right away mixed this up. But I know some people like want a different, I think, ratio of middle stuff to regular hummus. So they kind of want to do it per bite, which I get.
You're supposed to mix it, eh?
You're supposed to mix it. Well, then I feel real smug about it. Game Cat hates hummus. Yeah, because some people really like the... I get it. Like, if the middle stuff's really like the good bit, you kind of want some that have a high concentration of middle bit.
But you don't want too much of it.
Yeah, I just like I like a blend.
You want to jump back into Parsec?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot I have to connect again. I'm kind of late to the hummus party, honestly. I feel like growing up, if someone had offered me hummus, I would have been like, ew.
Ew.
Cuties, ew.
And you would go. You would knock it out of their hands.
Yeah, and I'd be like, oh, not for me.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you. Kelly and I are connected. What?
I'm glad we got to save right here because there's a good spot where you can get real close to Perot's face.
Oh, get right in there, Ryan. Get all in there. We can see the whites of his eyes. Oh, you can see like stubble texture.
Yeah.
I think that's why the lines are so sort of shocking because there are elements which are really quite realistic. And then all of a sudden it's just like as if he put on bronzer and like hasn't blended it yet, you know?
Yeah, they didn't trust their lighting system to be as intricate. So they did some of the, they painted some of the textures. Right. I will get an extra drink. Anybody want anything?
Yeah, get a drink refresh. Oh, I'm good. Thanks, I got mine.
Great.
You unlock a mini game. That would be an amazing hidden puzzle, Neo. If you keep zooming in, and then you get to like groom his mustache as a mini game. I thought hummus had a weird texture too, and now I fully am converted, and I think it's delicious. I did try to make my own hummus once. Now, I'm not a great cook. As you can hear Ryan laughing from the kitchen. I'm not a great cook. No, I did follow recipe. Unlike the time I tried to make my own tomato sauce and I just put a bunch of old tomatoes in a blender, which is Ryan's favorite story. Because
my favorite part of it.
Because I just was like, well, that's what sauce is, right? It turns out that's not what sauce is. It's much more complicated.
It's just, of all the things you could do, making your own hummus seems like such a high, like, skill level thing to attempt.
The hummus turned out okay because I you kind of do just have to put chickpeas in a blender. But the tomato, the pasta sauce I tried to make in the same instinct did not go as well.
I mean, you kind of made salsa.
I kind of made salsa. They were also sort of like expired tomatoes. Like I was like, well, this is how you get rid of whole tomato. It's not though, it turns out.
The luxury of the Orient Express is present in every detail.
Okay, we seem to be okay in terms of our drop frames now.
The chat's trying to give me points for daring, but they're still hesitant about it. Oh, I lost some more bread to my hummus.
Oh boy.
This bread doesn't have good structural integrity. I didn't have any sort of pita bread. This is just kind of like a little baguette.
Maurice.
Ooh, what is this like cool piece of furniture?
That's the vanity under the sink.
Ooh, it's cool.
But I can't access I can't click on anything here.
Oh.
Although it's not grayed out yet. Did I miss something?
Well, yeah, can you open that little case?
I'll keep clicking, but no.
No, you can't click on it. Huh. Oh. Oh.
Oh. Mmm. Pita croutons sound good.
Alex, I like your idea that Italians everywhere so shuddered and they didn't know why the second I put old tomatoes in a blender.
This door connects to Monsieur Ratchet's compartment. It was latched on this side.
Shower gel.
Oh no, he overloaded it with salt. There was an
Here is
animal.
a jacket button. It bears the logo of the Orient Express.
I know.
Oh no, Zach.
You made pita croutons. That sounds exciting.
There's a jacket button in Miss Hubbard's room for the Orient Express.
Oh.
Think about that.
That means that there was like an employee in there.
That's right.
I don't want to shock you, Ryan, but they might have been doing something adult.
Like hand puppets?
Uh-huh. Sure.
Madame, please tell me about last night.
The murderer was right here in my compartment. I woke up, all in the dark.
I guess
I was
taxes.
just
Simultaneously,
so scared I
Neo and
couldn't
Unlingus were like
Taxes.
I pressed
taxes.
the call button. I pressed and pressed. I heard footsteps running in the corridor, then a knock on my door. Come in, I screamed. And I switched on the lights at the same time. And would you believe it? There wasn't a soul there.
You think he went back into the other compartment?
How do I know where he went? I had my eyes shut tight. The conductor came in. I told the man what had happened, and he didn't seem to believe me. I asked him to search the room, but he found nothing. I told the conductor to look at the door between the compartments, and sure enough, it wasn't bolted. Well, I soon saw to that. I told him to bolt it, then and there.
How is it you didn't bolt the door between the two compartments?
But I had. Well, as a matter of fact, I asked that Swedish lady, Olsen, Greta, if it was bolted, and she said it was.
How was it you could not see for yourself?
I was
Yeah, truly.
already in bed, and my toiletry bag was hanging on the hook of the door. I couldn't see the latch from where I was.
What time was it when you asked her to do
Why
this
wouldn't you just
for
get up and do it
It
yourself,
must
lady?
have been around
She's too rich.
10:30 or 10:45 p.m. She'd come along to see if I had an aspirin. But instead of opening my door, she opened Mr. Ratchet's door by mistake. He said something quite rude, like, "Not a chance, lady, you're too old." It shocked her. She
Shocking.
came in. I told her where to find the aspirin, and she got it out of my toiletry bag. Poor girl, she didn't have a good night.
The same could be said for Monsieur Ratchet. It appears Mademoiselle Olsen may be the last person to see Ratchet alive.
All right.
Is this your handkerchief?
No, not at all.
Yet it is embroidered
Not
with
at all
an
is a weird
initial
answer to that
H,
question.
Not even a little bit, my handkerchief.
like your name.
I don't
Oh,
care.
they're
It's
kissing.
not mine.
Yeah.
And I would
Hey,
certainly
stud.
never buy something so
Hey, stud.
impractical as
How are
that
you?
frilly thing.
Zach, I once, didn't
Are you a smoker?
break up
No.
a piece of
Definitely not. Filthy.
spaghetti small enough for the pot. So I just dropped spaghetti in, and so there was a tall piece of spaghetti hanging out of the pot. And I was like, oh, I gotta fix that. And I sort of turned around, and when I looked back, the end of the spaghetti was on fire because it was a gas stovetop. So it was just a piece of spaghetti over an open flame. And I was like, oh no! So I too have burnt spaghetti.
That's kind of amazing. But did you break it? Because I see a lot of TikToks where if you break the spaghetti, old Italian grandmothers get upset at you.
Really?
Yeah.
I did break it because how else do you get it all in the water?
I don't know.
You have to have a big sauce pot? That's
maybe.
crazy.
Or maybe you just wait until it gets soft enough and then droops down.
How many TikToks are you watching? Ray, do you have a secret TikTok?
I watched Instagram where the TikToks get reposted.
Yeah, that's what I usually watch. I haven't moved over to TikTok yet. Not against it, just haven't made the leap.
Well, it's too late because it's illegal now.
Oh, right. I forgot. They're coming for us.
I'm good, Stud. I'm good. I had a difficult week, but it ended well. So, and not difficult, like nothing bad happened, but it was just like a busy week, I guess I'll say. Stressful week. But it ended okay.
How's your week, Stud?
I found a jacket button on your table. It looks like it belongs to a train employee. The button bears the logo of the Orient Express.
Well, of course, the conductor came in last night, but he didn't go near that table.
Still, it's a safe bet that it belongs to the conductor. I'll check his jacket later, to be sure. I have not finished inspecting your room. If you don't mind.
How was London? Oh.
That's so fun.
Come to Poirot, my exquisitely sculpted friend.
Yeah, that's so funny. Oh, that's so cool. You taped at the old Muppet Show studio. Can you see?
Whoa.
That's epic, Stud.
That's cool.
The connecting door.
Alex, sweet dreams. Thanks for lurking.
Night
Have
out.
a good weekend. If we don't, and I'll see you next Thursday.
This hook is probably where Mrs. O'Bard hung her toiletry bag. This hook is probably where Mrs. O'Bard
Is that the
hung
toiletry
her
bag we saw under the
toiletry
sink?
bag.
Maybe now I can move it because now I know that.
Yeah, now can you try it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there we go.
Mmm.
Oh, you can still see the
I
latch.
see the latch very well from here, even with the toiletry bag attached. I'll
Yeah,
have to clear that up
suspicious.
with Mrs. O'Bard.
Wow, that's crazy, Stott. I knew that they were gonna they were gonna like change owners or tear it down or something soon. Wow. I'm glad you got to film there.
Me too. How exciting.
Mrs. O'Bard, you told me that the door connecting the two compartments was closed, correct?
It's okay,
Yes,
Stott.
it
We just got
was,
started
as I
sort
told
of
you. I was already
interrogating
in
people
bed and
about
my
it.
toiletry bag was hanging on the hook of the door. I couldn't
It's been
see
a
the
fun
the
latch.
murder's
Christmas
kind
Eve
of
sort of
just
murder.
happened.
That's why I asked Miss Olson.
We had some
to check
technical
if it was
difficulties.
closed.
Two different sets of technical difficulties.
Yeah, we've both had technical difficulties on both our sides.
Are you sure everything you've told me is accurate, Madame Hubbard?
Of course. I have an excellent memory.
So, the thing we know about this game is that at some point
Mrs.
we
O'Bard,
also
I
play as a female
tested
detective
putting
in
your
present
toiletry
day. And
bag
when
on
is
the
that
door hook,
possibly
as
going to
you told
happen?
me.
Yeah,
From
unless
your
I was
bed,
wrong
you
about
can
that, I'm
easily
pretty sure
see
that's
the
this
latch
game,
on the
right?
door. The toiletry bag does not hide the latch at all.
Are
I
you
think it
saying
did work,
I'm
Batch, or
lying?
it seemed to
It may have
solve
been
the
stuck
problem.
somehow in a
Yeah.
different position, or I may not have seen it in the darkness.
I know the teeth
Or
in
I
this game are a
didn't
bit
think
weird,
to
Stott.
look, you irritating man.
Details matter, madame. A man has been most savagely murdered. You will excuse me if I attempt to separate the truth from the false.
Forget my toiletry bag and focus on who entered my compartment. Probably after killing Mr. Ratchet.
Madame Hubbard is a force to be reckoned with, but I suspect I'm not done with her. Thank you for your assistance, madame.
I'm done with you.
What did she have for breakfast?
Cup of tea?
Oh, it's like a coffee? Yeah, or tea?
Looks like a tea bag.
Bottle of water. Okay, I'll allow it. What are those bottles? So she has a full bar in her?
Oh yeah.
Sorry,
Mhm.
behind you? Yeah.
Well, it looks like they're
crazy.
actually
it's like
empty. It's just like a decanter set.
champagne glasses. Oh, no, like a fruit basket.
This is
Ask
like
her if we can have one of those.
I went to a Netflix thing, and there was I went to the W Hotel, and there was like a full bar in the room.
That's crazy.
I assume it would have been like exorbitant to use it.
Yeah, it's gotta be, right?
Okay. They all have good teeth, Stott, in this game. That's the murder. This is my. Should we check my room? Make sure I'm not the guilty party.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe just to like relax for a second. Sit down. You've been on your feet all day, Pro.
Yeah.
Can you go to sleep like you could at the end of the last chapter? Can you force him to sleep?
No, but it would be great to just fall asleep in the middle of the
Just take a
investigation.
nap in the middle of the murder?
Maybe I have to do some of the mind map stuff before I can talk to more people. Oh,
Oh, this guy.
Monsieur Edward Masterman, I believe. May I ask you some questions?
I can barely talk. I have a terrible toothache.
We have a doctor on board the train. Perhaps
I do not need a doctor. I use essential oils. If you
Oh
can
boy, this
find
guy.
my flask of
I'm
clove
a
oil
Christian
in my
Scientist.
box, I would be grateful.
fine.
Oh
if you
no, are we
insist.
gonna have to do
I
this
will
guy a
help you.
favor of like fixing his tooth so that he'll talk to us?
Probably.
This is very Nancy Drew.
Oh no.
Oh, yep. We're gonna have to do some kind of weight puzzle.
Bebop, yalang, 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 bebop, da bee, ba da boom, ba dum, boom, dop, sup, dop, yalang, yalang, ding, dang, niggity doo.
By the smell, I think that the jojoba oil spilled on the other bottles, leaving their labels illegible.
Of course,
I
their
must
labels
find
are
another
illegible.
way to find which one is Masterman's toothache remedy.
Which
wanna-
one does he want again?
The clove, I
The weighing
believe.
scale is soaked
So he
in
needs
jojoba
something that's
oil.
7 milliliters.
It's unusable. Ah,
Well, when
this
can't you just
old
turn around and ask him?
scale
Like he's
will
gonna
do the
remember what
job.
color it was.
I know. Oh, I still have.
Clove. He's gonna
To
put
start,
clove.
I must first arrange the vials from the lightest to the heaviest.
All right, Pro. Just you tell me what you want to do then.
Yeah, Linguist. I hope that's what happens. I mean, we already know the recipe.
All right. Blue is heavier than yellow. And this.
So clove is the third lightest.
All right.
Okay, so blue is the heaviest. Okay.
Yellow's heavier than that one. Okay, yellow's the second heaviest. All right, green's heavier than this one. But red's heavier than this one.
Linguist. I don't need a label maker. I use a single chalkboard and an elaborate scale. Also, he clearly has a digital scale behind him, by the way. I don't know why
Actually,
we aren't using that.
because it was soaked in jojoba oil.
Now that I know
Didn't
the
you
I'm
hear?
code,
sorry. I'm
I
sorry.
think that I can easily guess which one is the clove oil.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's clove is this one, yeah?
Clove is the third lightest.
Oh, sorry. So it's the red.
I think so, yeah.
Here is Monsieur Masterman's remedy.
Dolnik.
Here is your remedy. I hope it will help.
Thank you very much, sir.
Why did you spend 5 minutes measuring all my stuff?
Ah, well.
Oh, it was
fine.
fine.
No,
I
I'm fine.
speak without too much pain. I'm ready.
You know
to
what? I
answer
take it
your
back.
questions.
Pseudoscience.
You
does
are
Holistic medicine
Monsieur
works.
Ratchet's valet?
Yes, sir. That is correct.
Were you told
true,
that your employer was murdered?
Yes, sir. A very shocking occurrence.
Gave me a toothache just thinking about it. Ballet, you're not 22. Sorry, buddy.
It's the first one Ryan's really judged.
Sorry, it's not the hairline of a
My little
22-year-old.
gray cells did not let me down.
Young Living is one of this game's sponsors, man. Maybe you're right. I mean, hey, listen, if it gets him through the day.
Did you last
I don't
see
know, I don't
Monsieur
know.
Ratchet?
It must have been around 9 p.m., sir. That or a little after. I went to bed around 10:30 p.m., same as the person who shares my room, Mr. Foscarelli. He almost immediately began snoring.
What did you do then?
I read, sir, and I spent a while soothing my toothache with clove oil and listening to the snoring.
Did you hear anything during the night?
Yes, my roommate snoring.
Yeah, we got
Are you a
that.
smoker?
Yes, sir. I have a cigarette now and then to
Oh,
relax.
banana vape only.
Tell me about your employer, Monsieur Ratchet.
Tell me about
I've
your
been working for
dreams.
him for 9 months. I should not wish to speak ill of the dead, but he was not a gentleman,
true, Neo.
sir.
Did you know that he had enemies?
Yes, sir. I heard him discussing some threatening letters, sir, with Mr. McQueen.
Did he mention these letters to you?
He had been reading a letter when I came in. He asked me if I was the one who put it in his compartment. I told him that I had done no such thing, and he should report it to the police at the next station.
How did he respond?
He laughed, sir.
You're joking.
I do not joke, sir.
I love it.
Forgive me. I can see you do not. Was he taking sleeping pills?
Always when traveling by train, sir. He said he couldn't sleep otherwise. Last night he asked me to give him 2. I did so, along with a glass of water. He dissolved them in the water.
Did you see him drink the
Don't
water?
do
No,
that
sir.
to your
I left
pills
right
unless
after I
they
gave
say
him
you
the
can do
pills.
that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, back in the old time. Oh wait, no, it's today.
Oh, right, yeah.
Was Monsieur Ratchet a smoker?
No, he finds smokers disgusting.
Can you tell me again why you gave sleeping pills to Monsieur Ratchet?
Yes, I gave him the pills because when he takes the train, he has trouble sleeping. The letter must
Why
have
does he
worried
ever
him.
take the
He
train? He's
specifically
not
asked
Ashley to
me
Georgie.
prepare the
I
sleeping
know.
He just loves trains.
I didn't see
He
him
clearly
drink
hates
the
trains
water
and
with
hates
the
sleeping
pills
on
in
them.
it.
Which of these contains a lie? When he takes the train, he has trouble sleeping. The letter must have worried him. He specifically asked me to prepare the pills. I didn't see him drink the water with the pills in it.
It must be the letter bothered him because he said that he laughed.
Okay.
I have no way to prove he's lying.
Oh, nope, not that one.
Oh.
When he takes the train, he has trouble sleeping?
Oh, it must be he asked me to prepare the sleeping pills because hadn't we say that he was anxious and that he had the gun, so he wouldn't have taken sleeping pills himself.
Okay.
Monsieur, I believe
Ah.
you are not telling me the truth.
What? How can you say that?
He received threatening letters. One, it seems, last night. Did you know he had a gun under his pillow? And
Oh, no
even
wonder.
asked for my help to watch over him? I find
is it so cold in
strange
here?
that
My-
he
my
asked
AC
you
auto
for
came on.
sleeping pills when he was afraid for his life and prepared to defend himself.
I'm sure I don't know. Maybe to calm his nerves, maybe out of habit.
It makes no sense.
Wait, please. Isn't it possible that Mr. Ratchet asked me to prepare the pills, but didn't plan to drink them for some reason?
It is possible. But I am a student of character, monsieur, and the Monsieur Ratchet you describe is not the man I met.
If you'll excuse me, my toothache is getting worse again.
I'm afraid this time you must prepare your own clove oil.
Yeah, get to
Prepare your
measuring.
own clove oil, you son of a... What about Scarecrow's brain?
Well, that's you all over.
All right.
All right, well, bye.
I love you.
So he's the valet, and the other guy's the secretary.
Yeah.
I believe I am addressing
We didn't even
Monsieur
knock.
Hector McQueen.
Guilty as charged.
I beg your
You
pardon.
slept in the
Oh,
same room.
sorry.
You should remember.
Just
Yeah,
an
we've
expression.
met.
My father used to say it.
You must have had an interesting childhood. I am Hercule Poirot.
No need to be modest. You're a detective.
You are.
Yeah,
I would
Monsieur
have liked
Ratchet's
the face of the
secretary.
man you
I am Mr.
described.
Ratchet's just over a year. I mainly take care of translating certain texts for him. Mr. Ratchet only speaks English.
Prepare yourself for a shock. Your employer, Monsieur Ratchet, is dead.
So they got him after all.
What do you
Wouldn't
mean?
everyone know he's dead? Because
You are
they had to
assuming
explain
he
why
was
Perot
murdered?
is
I know he had
investigating.
enemies.
I guess so.
What can you tell me about Monsieur Ratchet?
He was American.
American.
He was an antiques dealer. I don't know much more. Mr.
Yeah,
Ratchet
it took him
never
this
talked
long to
about
even tell him.
himself or his life. But I think Ratchet wasn't his real name.
I think it
And
was
he left the
Racchetti.
United States to run away from something or someone.
Yes?
I think it was
He
Mr.
started
Rossetti.
getting letters, threatening letters.
Do you still have them?
I have one.
Did you know that Monsieur Ratchet had asked for my help?
Asked you? No, I didn't know.
He knew he was in danger. When did you last see him?
Last night around 10 o'clock, I should say.
Did you like your employer, Monsieur McQueen?
No, I did not. He was, I'm sure, a cruel and dangerous man.
Can you tell me your movements last night?
I went back to my compartment. I read a little. In Belgrade, I went out onto the
This
platform
little
to
French
smoke,
guy used to
it
be
was
in my
cold. I quickly
compartment,
went
but he
back
had
in.
mo-
I then
Oh!
went to Mr. Ratchet's compartment to take some dictation
Oh,
for him.
no!
I left around 10 o'clock. I saw Captain
He
Arbuthnot.
seen me in my
We ended up
pajamas.
chatting in my compartment. Then we went out on the platform to quickly stretch our legs at Vinkovsky. He left around 2 o'clock.
Thank you.
I will need to check Monsieur McQueen's story with Captain Arbuthnot.
I found a diary in Monsieur Ratchet's safe. Did you know about it?
I kept a business appointment book, but I know he had a personal diary as well. That looks like it.
It's always out of sync. We should really use Google Calendar.
Yeah.
Are you a smoker?
Yes, I smoke cigarettes. I've tried to
Are
quit,
you a
but
midnight
no
toker?
luck.
Can you give me this letter, please?
Of course, here it is.
Time to die.
It's a short letter. Would we call that a letter? What? How many words constitute a letter?
More of a note.
Yeah.
Was Monsieur Ratchet a smoker?
No, he hated the smell of smoke.
It is succinct, Neil. You're right.
Hated the smell of smoke.
Yeah, did he quit with e-cigarettes? A jewel, perhaps?
But he loved the smell of vaping.
You liked that watermelon one.
Super Fruit Blast Hurdy-Gurdy. That was his favorite. You back here?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Knock knock. Outside.
Okay, so I gotta go talk to Arbuthnot.
Colonel Arbuthnot. Fruity booty.
I found a button from an Orient Express staff jacket. Did you lose one by any chance?
No, monsieur. As you can see, I have all my buttons. It is not mine.
Da-da-bo.
There's only 2 people on the train.
New node into the mind map. I didn't notice that
Mind
before. A
node.
new node.
New mind node.
There's so many like doors with hinges on this train.
So, Poirot,
I hope you are progressing in your investigation.
I have not finished yet, but it is progressing, yes.
Why is everyone on their
I
phone
still
if
have
there's no
many
service?
questions that must be answered.
They're playing solitaire.
I will report to you as soon as I can.
Thought I was going to talk to him.
Ips. Hello. Can I have a hot chocolate, please? I
Please,
don't want
just-
anyone else to know.
Just a little one for Poirot.
Just a little baby hot chocolate.
I'd do so much. Hey, come here, come here.
Come here,
Listen.
come here.
Listen, I just want to.
Aha! Oh,
We never got breakfast. I want to point that out.
Yeah.
We're working on an empty stomach, which Perot would rarely do.
No, never. There's always time for breakfast. He'd be like,
the murderer could not escape. Therefore, we have all the time in the world.
Right. I say, Perot, breakfast at a time like this. It is exactly this
I don't
time
really
that I
have an
must have
appetite.
breakfast tastings.
yeah, exactly, for his little gray self.
There's the little great sense. I suppose you're right. I missed him. Let's go to our tab and see if we're supposed to do something in here.
Okay. This is reminding me that I listened to Order on the Orient Express last time I came to visit you by train, I guess last summer.
Oh yeah.
Or this summer. And the audiobook that I got through my Libby app from the library
Mm-hmm.
was narrated by Dan Stevens. You know that actor who was like, he was on Downton Abbey, even though I didn't watch Downton Abbey. And then he was like the Beast in Beauty and the Beast. I'm giving you only his like most random credentials. Anyway,
No,
I really
don't.
like him.
Okay.
I have an odd fondness for him. I feel like he does a lot of interesting stuff. And it was a really good recording.
Yeah.
I have to say.
He does
I
a
was
good
a little bit
Poirot?
like, yeah, I was a little bit like, oh, I don't know if I want to like, it's going to be weird hearing like another Perot in my head, you know?
Yeah.
But he really sold me on it.
Did he hew pretty close to Suchet's interpretation?
Yeah, I think so. I think he was embodying Suchet.
Yeah.
And this is kind of a fun one to listen to, sort of more of a dramatization-y type. Rather than kind of straight narration, he really like does all the voices, which is kind of fun because it's just like 12 people, so he can really do like 12 characters, which is fun.
That's good. Because that's always a danger if you're like, and now I will read this book with all these different characters. Hello, Governor!
Yeah, exactly.
Like, ugh.
You really like mostly I kind of want someone just to do nods of characters and like not full characters. But in this case it worked. Yeah, exactly. Or it's like what's his name?
Jim Dale.
Jim Dale.
Sorry, Jim Dale. I know you won something for award, but
Yeah.
not in my house.
Oh no, now Twitch broke on Anzan.
It seems like she said it was back though. It seems like
Okay, welcome
that
back.
wasn't our fault, I don't think. We haven't dropped many frames since we came back.
A lot of stuff is our fault, but not all of it.
A lot of it's probably our fault. All right, Miss Hubbard calls Mr. Michelle, then he speaks with me. Okay, the center part is Mr. Michelle leaves for the bar car with Mr. Faucher.
Sort of sounds like we're starting a limerick or something.
Mr. Michelle goes to make Mr. McQueen's bed. Oh, I see him. Well, Mr. Michelle stays his post until morning. Should be the last one.
Surely. Oh, so he smokes and then comes back? Is that first?
It's got to be first because he's on the station platform. So that's before we moved into the snowdrift.
Yeah.
Returns to the train leaves Vincovi. I think she spoke with him in 120 because that's when she was like, there's somebody in my room. And then Mr. Hubbard was 1240. Yeah.
Good job.
That was easy.
Thanks. Select two elements help deduce how the killer avoided being seen by Mr. Michelle. Mr. Michelle is not at his post between 1 and 120, and the watch broke at 1:15. That helps.
Oh, okay.
While Monsieur Michel was chatting with Monsieur Fauchet in the bar car between 1 a.m. and 2 a.m., the murderer could have escaped Ratchet's room without being seen. Et voilà.
Magnificent.
Is Mrs. Hubbard a suspect? I mean, I think everyone's a suspect at this point.
Yeah, and she lied about the connecting room, and she's so close.
Very well, I choose to go this way.
Ooh, how's your popcorn, odd linguist?
Is Mr. Michel a suspect? I don't really think that the train conductor is a suspect, personally.
Do you have any reason to think well, except he's the only smoker.
But never an e-cigarette.
Ah, true.
He also, I don't know why we can't talk to Faucher. I thought we would be able to, but if assuming Faucher corroborates him, then he was talking to Faucher at the time of the murder.
Okay, then no.
This appears to be a good lead.
I don't know what these intuition sections are. If it's supposed to be like it could go either way, and we're just guessing at this point, or
Yeah, I also don't know if it do we get stuck? Will it tell us if it's wrong?
yeah. Select 2 elements of interest from the encounter with Mr. Michel on the evening of the murder. Ratchet apparently spoke in French during the night of the murder. Ratchet only speaks English. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
When did he speak in French? I don't remember that part.
Because we were talking to Mr. Michel, the conductor, and we said, like, what happened? He was like, I heard something going on in Ratchet's room. I knocked on the door, but he said, "Comment ça va?"
Yeah, right. So maybe it wasn't him, though.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, so you put those two, yeah. Sometimes I don't totally get what they want us to connect here. Okay,
It's not Ratchet who spoke to Mr. Michel.
got it. For a lot,
Murder pretended Ratchet was still alive at 12:37 a.m.
okay,
So even though the watch broke at 1:15, it was potentially tampered with.
yes.
The murderer may have impersonated Ratchet by calling Monsieur Michel to make it seem that Ratchet was still alive at 12:37 a.m. Et voilà.
Et voilà!
Et voila!
Wow, we're so smart.
What is that? Wait,
What is this?
Before we do this, let's see if we done all the other nodes. Yeah, we have. This one's still glowing. I say she is a suspect.
Very well, I choose to go this way.
Maybe we can change those. Maybe you can always change them.
Oh, yeah. Okay. What is the most likely hypothesis? Ratchet takes sleeping pills. The murder enters Ratchet's room. He kills him with the gun and hides it under his pillow. He disguises the crime as a crime of passion with a knife. He waits for Mr. Michel to take a break to leave the room. That's one option.
That's crazy.
Seems a little bit weird with a gun. Ratchet takes sleeping pills. The murderer enters Ratchet's room. He stabs him with a knife. He calls Mr. Michel to make believe that Ratchet is alive. He opens a window to escape, but the train is stuck. He waits for Mr. Michel to take a break to leave the room. Seems plausible.
That seems plausible.
Or, Ratchet takes sleeping pills. The murderer enters Ratchet's room. He stabs with a knife. He calls Mr. Michel to pretend that Ratchet is alive. He opens the window and flees. Now, we know he didn't leave through the window because the tracks would be there.
Yes. So it's gotta be 2.
Okay.
That's the right answer.
That's the right answer.
Okay.
He sounds a little bit like... Isn't there a game where, like, Mario... I'm having a memory of, like, Mario being like, "You did it!" at the end of like, chapters or something. That's what he sounds like.
Are you thinking of, like, Mario Kart, where he's like, I'm gonna win?
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it.
Or I guess Mario Party has those kind of moments, too.
It must be either Mario Kart. Those are, I think, the only 2 games I've ever played regularly, so... Or Donkey Kong. But Mario's not in that.
So, my friend, have you found our killer?
Not yet, but I will tell you what I have learned.
Please.
Our assassin could have gotten on the train at
Assassin.
Vinkovsky disguised as a conductor, entered
because of the
Ratchet's room, and killed him. Then he walked out through Madame Hubbard's connecting door, where he lost a button from his jacket. He had to wait for Monsieur Michel to be absent. He waited too long. The train had left the station.
He was trapped aboard.
Indeed. He had opened the window to make it look that he'd escaped that way. However, if he waited until the train stopped again due to snow, his footprints would have been found.
The murderer is still among us. On the train.
There's a problem with the second-class toilets.
What now?
All morning passengers have been complaining that the door is locked, so I went to check.
Uh-oh.
I knocked, but no one answered. I didn't think I should open it without speaking to you first.
You did well, Monsieur Michel. Lead the way.
If somebody's in there, I want to see what cool stuff they're doing.
I used my master key.
Imagine it's just somebody with like a tricky tummy who's like, I'm sorry, I know I've been here a long time, but
Is she
No.
alive? She is breathing. Then if she isn't dead, isn't she
what's
a murderer?
happening?
That, my friend, is what we must find out.
Wait, the proportion of her body to that toilet is not right.
It is weird that she fits in this room, lying down like
Yeah. Look at that. Something about that's wrong, right?
Something's wrong. Yeah. The size, like, that's a
I
huge
don't like
toilet
it.
or a weird
I don't
small
like it.
woman. Now, there aren't 2 murders in the Murder on the Orient Express.
No, this is shocking. I don't know what's happening
Miss,
now.
Can you hear me?
Oh, she's still alive.
She's breathing. Her pulse is strong. There is no sign of physical violence. This woman is sleeping very soundly.
Number 105, second class.
The ticket reads Joanna Locke, traveling in
The murderer could have flushed her down like a dead fish.
105.
You're so right.
This woman is sound asleep. Given her location, I would say she has been drugged and deposited here.
Well, at least it's not another murder on my train.
The train is, of course, full.
Monsieur, the list I gave you indicates that Hildegard Schmidt shares her compartment.
I will want to talk to her later. For now, we will concentrate on this mysterious young lady. Let's return her to her more comfortable bed.
Good idea. Pierre, locate this woman's room and fetch the doctor.
Yes, sir.
I will question her when she wakes up.
Please, let me know what you learn.
Mademoiselle Locke's compartment is 105. I suggest we return her to her more comfortable bed.
Yes, hopefully she will awaken soon.
We just say that.
Yeah, it seemed a little repetitive.
Now she's too tiny for this bed.
Maybe she's just a very tiny woman.
Is she a child? Quick, go through her toiletries. Oh, she's a briefcase.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Don't know the code for that yet.
All right, well, we've got to solve a limerick. Oh, it's just a cup. Oh,
Cup
sleeping
of tea
pills.
with white residue at the bottom.
I feel like we should have taken our shoes off before we put it on the sheets.
Yeah.
Also, that coat's just been lying on the floor of a public bathroom, so maybe we could have taken the coat off.
The conductor's thing.
Oh!
And a wagon conductor's jacket. And the button is missing.
What is that hanging? A coat?
Looks like a scarf and a hat.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Well, I don't know what the code of this briefcase is going to be.
The book? Can you open the book? No.
Where? Oh.
Is it a menu? What
Moby
is that?
Dick.
Oh, Moby Dick. Is there a year?
No, just Herman Melville. Good old Melville.
What about that art magazine?
No?
Toiletries? Ah, her shampoo. Says it's shampoo 1957, her favorite
Her
year.
favorite vintage of shampoo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5, yeah. Oh, are we listening? See how like the thing is.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Oh.
Oh, I'm disappointed in you. I was certain you would have it by now. If you need a break, I can ask Jean
Shut
to make you
up!
some coffee.
Shut up!
Shh.
Have you tried 1, 2,
Shut up.
3, 4?
You're ruining it when I do.
This is actually,
What
that's a
if
fun,
we
I actually
face
really
this
love
booby
this.
trap? So,
That's really
any luck so
good.
far? No, that's mine. I never remember my passwords, so
That's really funny.
Ask for silence.
Silent like a mouse, please.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'll be quiet now. You need to concentrate. I will not utter another word. Not one.
Book, there will be another murder on the Orient Express in a moment.
Title. That's really funny.
Yeah, that's good. There we go. Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh, she's an agent.
She has a gun.
Come, Poirot. Criminals are often known to carry one.
Ratchet was stabbed, not shot.
But then why take it on the train?
This badge says that Joanna Locke is an American detective with the Berkshire Police Department in Massachusetts.
Oh, I thought her
An
last name was
American
Berkshire.
police officer? Oh,
Her driver's license confirms her identity. She is American.
these are fake IDs. It's certain.
91.
Linguist, you better get massrmv.com as well.
And yeah, and redirect it.
Mademoiselle Locke seems very interested in our victim.
Of course. She has studied her target.
Possibly.
Monsieur Book's Wild Train Adventure Tales. It's the little doll.
from the picture from the thing. Do you think she's like
Yeah.
related to him?
Yeah.
The stuffed animal is the same as in the photo found at the crime scene.
What a coincidence.
Mademoiselle
double
Locke
agent.
appears to have been investigating Monsieur Ratchet.
Look, she's waking up.
Thanks to you, I would not be surprised if our murder victim were also waking up.
Oh, already
Oh,
registered?
what?
Darn it.
Oh, okay. Is it the real Massachusetts DMV?
But why is it not DMV?
Oh,
Sometimes
my
it's not
head.
that in other places.
What's all the yelling about?
Who are you? Give me a
This is gonna
good
be like a
reason
Jason
why you
Bourne
should
thing.
not
She
be
like
in
wakes up,
handcuffs.
she like takes
I
the
can
gun and like
give
kills
you
them
a reason.
instinctively.
Right.
Whose handcuffs will we use? I have none. Do you?
Well,
You are Joanna Locke, mademoiselle?
Yes, Joanna Locke. I'm
I'm trying
I'm
to
a
Oof, I hope this is a character we get to play as.
trying to be in a
Berkshire,
spin-off.
Massachusetts
Trying to kind
have
of start
found
my
your
own.
credentials, mademoiselle.
and I know
Oh,
who you
so
are,
tired.
Mr. Poirot.
Then, if the introductions are complete, perhaps the explanations may begin.
It's true, Anne.
Yeah.
I'll try.
Registry of
It's
motor
simple,
vehicles.
really.
Ah.
There
I'm
you
on
go.
the trail of a murderer.
The achievement for this next part is it was not in the book.
I had just been promoted to detective after 5 years on patrol. It was my first time on a major case. It had been a month since Daisy Armstrong was kidnapped. The Armstrongs were desperate for some sign of hope. I was there only for paperwork, to fill in some blanks.
All right, gird your loins. This is the non-pro part.
Okay.
A topographical map, often more important
like
than a road
flashing
map
weird
in
back
these
there?
mountains.
Oh. I did see it out of the corner of my eye flash for a second. I was laughing at you being like, all right, gird your loins. Map. It was just like, you did the most, like, clearly the character's meant to get out of the car and you're like, and Duncan Park. I love it. I mean, we always, yeah, we always find a clue. We always find a clue.
Here's Daisy. 3-year-old girl, daughter of John and Sonia Armstrong, taken sometime in the evening of February 24th, 2019. The abduction took place, right before COVID. The abduction took place at the Armstrong residence.
You're right, that's tough. That's tough.
Her
No, a
reception
year
was being
before,
held.
but yeah.
So, yeah,
Stuff.
right before, year before COVID. Miss Moreau, Daisy's nanny, discovered the child's appearance approximately 10:45 p.m.
The crime was audacious. How could the kidnapper know which was the window of Daisy's room? No, they could use a ladder to reach it, and no, they could enter the room without being seen.
This is like the Lindbergh baby. It's like the same setup.
Mm-hmm.
Window usually locked from the window, sound open. 4-wheel drive tracks in the woods.
The misspellings are clearly on purpose, and they didn't return the child when the ransom was paid.
Have 1 million ready in 2 to 3 days. We will inform you where to deliver the money. We caution you not to go public or talk to the police. The child is in safe hands. Okay.
How could the child be taken with so many people in the house?
This is retired colonel, but not our retired colonel. It's a different retired colonel.
Right. Just restart these lights just in case that's bugging people.
I missed Anne pointing out at least she's not way smaller than her car, which is a good point.
That's a good bit. Okay, special Christmas loop office off.
Are you in the mainframe?
Christmas loop office on.
Did you have to go to the server room?
I had to go to the server room. I think it's
Did
working
you have
now.
to plug in a USB and then open a tiny laptop? Because that's what they always do.
And then I was like, it's like Simon Pegg. I was like, I'm gonna have to make the connection manually, and I pretended that like plugging things in hurt my hands. I was like,
yeah,
moving things around.
Yeah. Oh, good. Okay, so then it sounds official then.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the pain her parents felt when they realized Daisy was gone. How are they going to feel when they realize I have no answers for them? Only more questions.
Okay.
That's why I'm here. A damn computer glitch. Or somebody pushed delete instead of save. Whatever happened, we lost the nanny's deposition. So my entire contribution to the investigation is to take it again.
Apparently these quote-unquote depositions are just 3 statements.
Yeah.
The phone record of the night of the kidnapping. The last call was for 911.
Now, it's still white. Does that mean I missed something in here?
Did you have to investigate why that car has too many like physical buttons? Look at that. Was that like a T9 calculator down there?
Yeah, look at that. It's like an airplane. What is that? TA left, TA. I guess it's a cop car. So it has
so it's
like,
like maybe
top
it's
lights
a
and stuff.
Oh, okay. Maybe a place to put in I don't see a walkie, but
I guess those are all the light. Yeah, cruise. Anyway.
I'm sorry, Batch. I didn't know that was standard. Everyone gets 3 sentences.
And it's like, shut up
You have to-
already about your crimes.
You have to carefully craft them. It's like 3 tweets.
Hello, I'm a ventriloquist figure.
Good evening, Colonel Armstrong.
Yes. You're the detective
Is
they
this
phoned
gonna be
about.
like she
Joanna
shows
Law.
up and she
I
has a
don't
broken
remember
leg
you.
and then we
I'm
fall in
newly
love with her and
assigned to
then
the
she
case.
like
It's
steals our
about
baby?
time more detectives were
Yeah.
involved. My
Remember that
wife,
game?
Sonia, she,
Yeah, and the
she
cat did
hasn't
it.
been herself. Every day is a waking nightmare for us. Tell me
Trelanis,
you've uncovered
we
something
control
new.
Joanna a
I'm
lot.
here to speak to your daughter's nanny.
This
There
is-
was
Yeah,
a computer problem.
The
Her earlier
other
statement
part of
has
the
been
story
lost.
that intersects with this new modern
I see. We had
retelling
hoped.
of Murder on the Orient Express.
Well, do as you wish. I won't be far if you need me.
We found Joanna asleep in a toilet. She had been drugged. And when we woke her up, she's like, I'm a police officer and I'm going to tell you my story. And now we're playing as her.
So this couch is just for the entryway.
That's wild. I mean,
This
I guess
isn't-
if you have, I guess this is where you would have a party because it like goes out to the outdoors, but still,
This is just the
I mean,
entryway.
that's a custom too.
Their fairy tale became a nightmare.
How are you?
How are you doing? Are you holding up?
You know, in the military, you're supposed to have the stiffest
found
of
her on
upper
a toilet
lips.
floor. She's
The
our new
Desert
tiny
War
friend.
taught me that soon enough. But this, it's difficult. Damned difficult.
Damned
Harder
difficult.
on my good lady, of course.
My good lady.
Do you know
That's
where
what
I
he
can
calls
find
it.
Miss Moreau?
Her room is upstairs across the hall from Daisy's. She seldom leaves it.
Stiff upper lip.
I won't be long.
Remember how this
Take
guy's
whatever
supposed to
time
be
you
living
need.
in Berkshire, Massachusetts?
It's true.
He's like, oh my. Oh, although, you know what? His file did say he was retired from the British Air Force, so I'll take it back. Now, why is she finding
Joanna
mustaches?
can still find mustaches, though.
Help yourself, Joanna. You earned it.
Everybody has a little Perot in them.
It just feels like Joanna's stealing stuff somehow.
Doesn't feel as honest as when Perot does it.
Sympathy and support for the Armstrong family during this difficult time. Thoughtful, but never enough. Sympathy and support for the Armstrong family during this difficult time.
They only had
God,
one
dear
picture of her,
child.
like one Sears photo shoot worth
Yeah,
of.
I was
just
gonna
like
say it's all the same
Her-
photo shoot.
her looking like in 3 different directions.
We go around here.
No, but we can jog a little. That's how you can tell she's an action hero.
Perot has a jog button too, but it's almost imperceptible.
Well, and why would you need to do it on a train?
Yeah.
You could knock.
Hello, are you Suzanne Moreau, Daisy's nanny?
Yes?
You have a
I'm
unique
Joanna
face.
Locke, a detective working on
Yeah.
Daisy's case.
Is there any news?
I'm afraid not.
How can I help you?
I'm really sorry. I'm afraid I have to take your statement again concerning
Yeah,
the evening
maybe
of
it's just
Daisy's
endless.
disappearance. There was a computer problem.
Maybe we go
Your
all the
statement
way
was
back until
accidentally
we're in
deleted.
Orient
Of
Express
course.
times.
I want to help
And then
any
Perot's
way
there
I can.
again.
Tell me about that night in
Trelanis.
your own words.
The Armstrongs had a party to raise money for a museum, I think. Mrs. Armstrong is on
Jeremiah
her board.
was a
I was in
bullfrog.
charge of Daisy. I stayed with the little one all evening, playing with her and reading books to her.
But what about
She
the
couldn't
time that
sleep with
she
all
came
the
in and you
noise
weren't there?
the comings and goings.
When did you notice Daisy was missing?
I was only gone 5 minutes to phone my mother. She's in the hospital. When I returned, Daisy wasn't in her bed. I thought she might have gone to look at the party, but then I saw the ransom note on
So
her pillow.
she's
I screamed
French.
and screamed.
Sounds it.
I couldn't stop.
Did you notice anything unusual before that?
I was with Daisy.
Are we
all
writing
day.
this down? Like our
Finally,
whole
she
job was
fell
to get her
asleep. I
deposition.
didn't see
Nope.
anyone else or
I'll remember
notice
it.
anything in particular.
Something French.
Do you have any idea who did this?
No,
Yes.
I can't see who could have done such a horrible thing. The Armstrongs are such good
Yeah,
people.
you just want to take it one
Like
more
my own
time,
family.
Ken?
Thank you for giving me your
TJ.
statement.
Hey,
Ken.
TJ.
I'll get back to you if I have any questions.
I won't be far.
Oh,
TJ.
I have Suzanne's statement.
Don't be alarmed,
Your
TJ,
answers
but we're
need
now
some
playing
checking.
as this woman who we found in a toilet.
We
Oh,
can-
a cat!
The woman we found in a toilet. We control Joanna Locke, TJ.
A
we
toy
control
train.
Joanna Locke.
Now here I am on a real one.
Wait. So she's talking as though she's on the train now? Like, it's funny because I'm telling this story to Perot right now.
Does that mean that all of that internal
Yeah.
monologue was things she was saying out
In
loud in the
France.
train room? So she also talked about
Yeah.
that mustache and everything?
Yeah, absolutely.
But we can't put
confirm-
the cat in the game.
Confirm, you cannot pet this cat, at least not in this scene.
Oh, maybe the cat doesn't want us to pet it right now.
Needs its time. Is this Daisy's room? It looks very sterile. This can't be Daisy's room.
Yeah, I think it is supposed to be Daisy. Well, I don't know. You're right. That's a big girl bed. Maybe we could have a gate at the top of those stairs. You think Daisy just slid down? It's dangerous.
You think it's a John Bonet scenario where they covered up her actual death?
Yeah,
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Is she pregnant again?
Oh,
Mrs. Armstrong, my name is Joanna Locke. I'm a detective investigating the kidnapping
This
of your
must be
daughter.
Daisy's
May I
room.
talk to you? When is your baby?
TJ, Grace is a lot worse so
Mrs.
far.
Armstrong?
yeah.
Sonia?
She's sort of a blank slate, at least. Grace was annoying.
I don't want to talk. I just
don't wanna
want to see
talk.
my daughter again. That's
I don't
all that
wanna
matters.
talk about the bad
Poor
times.
woman. I can't imagine how she feels.
Yeah, do they not have a living room? I guess we
And
couldn't get to some of
another
the doors
baby on the
downstairs.
way. I want to help, but I'm here to take
think
a
that's why
man's
she was kidnapped?
statement, and there are no
Yeah.
words I can think of to ease Sonia's pain.
What is this like? Yeah, what is this?
Toy castle. When I was a kid, I
like
had a police
French
station
doors
and a
out
tiny
into, like,
squad car
a
with a siren that really worked.
prison style pen.
It's
Oh, it's a balcony. I thought that was there.
It's a balcony.
I thought there was a 2 brick walls there.
Shiny facial hair. The good news is that it's gold.
Yes, we were just talking about that too, TJ. Remember that crazy one? This house reminds me of that.
Yeah.
Now that looks like a
The
toddler
world
bed.
through the eyes of a child seems so sweet.
Okay.
Case closed.
I want to see my daughter
Now,
again.
Batch is saying that as a parent. This is a common parent method.
Yeah, that's true. Parents usually just get pregnant when they either lose the first kid or don't like it.
Yeah,
That's what a lot of people
that's why
don't
I'm a
realize.
second kid.
That's right. Wait.
Did you see Miss Moreau during the party?
I remember seeing her at some point, but otherwise, no. I was too busy with my guests. Wear the smile, shake the proffered hand.
I won't be
Okay.
long.
Take whatever time you need.
A proffered hand.
Is this a walk-in fireplace?
Yeah.
Wow, with like 2 logs?
2 logs, because they never use it.
Yeah.
Also, how could you use it? Like, you can't sit by it. There's 2 doors
I
there.
know.
This place makes no sense.
Is it double-sided? Is the living room on the other side of those doors?
I mean, probably, but I don't think the fireplace is. Okay, do I have to
Why
go
does
on my-
she have like a... Wait a second. That's also not a train. That was definitely like a truck toy.
It's a train.
Yeah, so you walked in, TJ, literally the second we suddenly switched to this woman. So we've been on the Orient Express the whole couple hours.
Yeah, it's been
And now
nonstop train.
suddenly we're playing as this FBI woman who is
Everything
also
looks
on the
okay
train. And she's investigating this whole other kidnapping of a little girl.
Hey, I'm a pretty good detective after all.
No, I don't
Oh, wow, okay.
really know. I'm just looking at it.
Click the facts in the file.
Select an element which does not match Miss Moreau's testimony about her phone call. I noticed she was not around, but Daisy was sleeping peacefully. Is that it?
Yeah, because she said it was only a 5-minute phone call.
Yeah.
This information does not correspond to what Suzanne told me. Suzanne said she left Daisy alone for 5 minutes, but Mrs. Armstrong says she stayed with Daisy for a while and Suzanne did not return.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking.
The detective gets it right.
5 to 10 is sort of a hard, like, so what if it was 7? Then who's right, you know?
Right. Is it flashing again? Yeah, it is.
There it is, yeah.
It is flash. It's supposed to like roll to the next color gradually.
But instead it's sort of flicker.
Oh.
It's weird because it's only that one spot.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Watch out, you're gonna accidentally SOS out that window and someone's gonna come, like a helicopter's gonna land.
I can't be bothered with that.
Leon.
Okay, this is the, I mean, TJ is what I almost said. TJ, as I always call you, TJ. You're pointing out what's bonkers, but you're also correct. Like, so the Perot we've been playing is in modern time, even though.
Let me show you this.
Daisy,
it's like
my little Daisy.
Not modern,
I
but they
miss
have
her
cell
so
phones and
much.
stuff, so it
How
is modern.
Good it is to see her face.
These two are working
the
together.
Pain you're feeling right now.
She loved her little stuffed animal, Fluffy. She took him everywhere with her. The kidnappers took it as well. They didn't have to. That means they wouldn't hurt her, doesn't it?
Every lead will be followed up. You have my word on that.
Thank you. I shouldn't lose hope. Somehow.
I know it isn't my case, but I just made a promise.
My wife.
And I mean to keep it. Do you
She's
know
saying
where I
that
can
out loud
find
to
Miss
Perot
Monroe?
on the Orient
She's
Express.
in her room.
Right.
Last door on the left.
Tell me about the night Daisy was taken, especially anything about your daughter and Suzanne Moreau.
Apart from seeing to our guests, I took a moment to check on Suzanne and Daisy in Daisy's room. Suzanne wasn't there, but Daisy was asleep. I sat with her for 10 minutes or so. Suzanne didn't return while I was there, but there's no reason for her to sit there all night when Daisy is asleep. I went back downstairs.
Still doesn't match what she said, though.
May I come back if I have more questions?
Of course. Anything I can do.
Okay, the stories Sonia and Suzanne tell don't match. I should recheck my file and track Suzanne's movements.
Look how giant that poster of that angry cat is.
Sonia Armstrong. Oh, she called this number. How do they know how do they know? I guess they're all cell phones, maybe?
Yeah.
Suzanne Moreau called 11:40 a.m. to 11:53 and 10 p.m. to 10:45 a.m. So she called twice.
Is it the same number? No, they're different numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So what time did she say that she was supposed to be watching, that she was calling her mom?
It's not listed over here. It's only gone 5 minutes to phone my mother. She's in the hospital. Well, she called 2 different people, so one of them wasn't her mother.
And both of them lasted much longer than 5 minutes, so.
Everything looks okay here. That is not exactly what Suzanne told me earlier. Suzanne was on the phone more than 5 minutes. Score. One for the good
One for
guys.
the good guys. That is a giant poster.
And it's mad. That cat is not happy.
I mean, it looks happy to me.
I don't know. There's something about his eyebrows which like are a little too low.
Okay.
I don't like it.
I don't see any eyebrows, actually.
Ryan, it's really upset with me.
Right,
I don't know what I did, but we have to get out of here. No, Ryan, don't look at it.
Okay, I gotta go.
Ryan can see me.
I gotta get out of here. Oh.
So, okay.
If I understand you correctly,
You're a big
you
stinking
left
liar.
Daisy when she was not asleep?
The party was very loud. Daisy was too wound up to sleep. I read her a Motley Mule detective story to try and put her to sleep. Daisy finally fell asleep.
Motley Mule.
Right before Motley Mule
That's like trying to
solved
put
his
music.
case in the book I was reading her. I had to make a
Thank
quick
you, Game
phone
Cat.
call. No more than 5 minutes. But when I came back, Daisy was gone.
Confrontation.
Confrontation.
Are you sure you were only gone for 5 minutes?
5, 6, what does it matter? It was very quick.
You say you were only away 5 or 6 minutes, but Mrs. Armstrong says she was alone there more like 10 minutes. And the phone record shows that you stayed on the call for more than 30 minutes, way longer than you said.
My mother is extremely ill. It's difficult for me. I may have lost track of time. When I came back, Daisy had disappeared. It must have been a coincidence.
You have to be precise, Suzanne. A little girl's life is at stake.
Why are you
Yeah, it does look
doing
like the
this?
same
I
cat we
didn't do
reassembled. Well,
anything
it's
wrong.
definitely all in the
I would
picture.
never hurt Daisy.
I need to check Suzanne's story. She's
I agree,
panicked.
linguist.
Why now? What is she afraid of?
Whoa, Indian Italian fusion. Interesting combo, TJ.
Oh, that's fun.
Reconstruct them in the order. Well, that has to be at the beginning, right, Ryan?
The kidnapper takes Daisy?
Well, sorry, it's before he comes down the ladder, right?
Oh, sorry.
But I don't quite,
I guess if he puts the window up ahead of time, he could enter through the front door, go up the stairs, take the baby, and leave that way.
Oh, and then he comes down the... Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah.
I don't know where we got the idea that he didn't just come up through the ladder.
Yeah. Also, wait, is it... Maybe you have to do stairs and then front door? I can't quite tell how that works.
Well, we'd have to go back outside to do the ladder, right? Or what are you talking about?
Sorry, what's the fourth one?
The kidnapper climbs the stairs.
Oh, those are inside stairs.
I think.
Okay, sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, yeah, keep going.
That is a great
Kidnapper
detective
climbs
job.
the stairs. He
Yeah,
reaches the
but-
top.
Places a ladder under the window. to
There's
Daisy's
a baby
room.
there.
Then he joins the party. Just one guest in the crowd. He somehow knows when Suzanne leaves the room, then sneaks upstairs. He opens Daisy's window, carries her down the ladder, and vanishes.
How did you... But why... Where did we get the assumption that he didn't enter with the ladder?
Yeah.
Miss Moreau's mother to check her alibi.
We had to remember it. It ended with like a 2-1, I think, but I don't know it. Oh, sorry, it's 2140.
Okay, 2140. That's the mom one.
Or that's the one you clicked when she was like, "This isn't right."
Okay. Great.
Okay.
Hey, I'm a pretty good detective after all.
Maybe the party was in the living room area that we can't get to, Anne.
The number you have called is not in service at this time. Please hang up and dial again, or contact your service provider.
The
The
number
other one was
Suzanne
Sonia.
called is not in
Interesting.
service? A
Oh, I
hospital?
didn't know that.
Yum, that does sound good.
Is there a way to get to the...
What are you trying to do?
I was trying to get back to that file we had, but I guess I don't know how to do that.
Oh yeah, is it in like our? Fuck.
No. Oh well.
I should see if the Armstrongs can confirm what Suzanne told me. I should see if the... Lyon! In France. What a lovely looking city.
Who's saying that?
Still us.
Why did we say that?
Because I clicked on the poster by mistake.
Oh, okay. I was like, what's happening?
I guess, I mean, the cat in the picture doesn't look exactly like this, but I guess it's the same cat.
It seems like if like that was a character,
yeah,
then that cat is the same character.
I spoke with
And then
Suzanne.
that's like a Lisa Frank
She was
version
phoning
of
her
the
mother.
character.
That's why you didn't see her when you went to check on Daisy.
Yes, her mother. I tried to call the poor woman earlier that week, but
what
the
donuts did you get,
hospital
TJ?
said she's been in
TJ?
a medically induced
TJ?
coma for
Ooh,
more than
donuts.
2 months.
Suzanne told me she called her mother, but she would have known her mother was in a coma.
She would have known her mother was in a coma, yeah. That
It's the
probably
kind
would
of-
have come up.
It's the kind of thing you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the other room is the nanny's room. It is it's weirdly styled, right?
Ms. Moreau told me she called her mother.
Well, why not?
There'd be a
I
few
believe they
signs,
are
yeah,
very
something like
close.
this.
The
Yeah.
poor woman is not well. She needs some experimental treatment that isn't available yet in France.
Experimental treatment.
I won't be long.
Take whatever time you need.
All of it long, yeah. Mrs. Armstrong told me my mother was in coma. No longer in service. No way she was talking to her mom. Okay.
Okay. So, I don't want to ruin anything,
Yeah,
but I want to ask a plot question.
sure.
Is it okay if maybe I give a little bit away?
Sure.
Because the original story has this plot, right? There's a kid that is kidnapped, and a lot of people involved in that. It's related to the murder on the train.
Oh, okay. I didn't think I remembered that. Okay.
But so it's weird, and in the book and the adaptations, it's like a popular, it's like in the news. So Perot like remembers the case in the newspapers. So it's weird that we're like, I don't know, that's an interesting thing to try to just like blow out. So now we're just going to be a cop that investigates that whole side plot.
Yeah.
But it still has to then, I guess, get ourselves back on the train. I don't know.
Dovetail
we'll see how
back
it
in.
unfolds. But
Right.
it's like interesting.
That is interesting. I'm remembering that more now that you're saying it.
The number you called that night is no longer in service.
I don't understand. That's the number the hospital gave me to call my mother's room.
You told me you were on the phone with your mother when Daisy was abducted.
As we said earlier, I didn't pay attention and was on the phone longer than I said. But since my mother is very ill, she had to leave her hometown, Lyon, because the treatment is not approved yet in France. She is in an hospital in Boston for a special treatment. I call her every night to check on her. When I came back, Daisy was gone. I'll never forgive myself.
Why not just say that you were on the phone? You don't have to watch the kid every second it sleeps. Just say you're on the phone, and it doesn't make her look. It doesn't make her look negligent.
Does when she's lying.
Are you sure you called your mother?
Yes, every night since she was admitted in December.
Suzanne, I checked. The number you say is a hospital appears to be disconnected. That's pretty strange, don't you think?
It's always worked in
We're
the
like
past.
cattier
The
than
area
Pro
code
is
for
in these
Boston is
confrontations.
617. This was 413. That's our local area code. She's obviously lying, but why? She seems to really care about Daisy. Your mother had to leave a
I wish
country
she had a Boston
renowned for its
accent.
social security, where health
I wish
care
all,
is
all of these
affordable,
main
and go to
characters had really
Boston
good like
for
main
expensive,
accents.
specialized
I
treatment.
love
I
this.
imagine that the cost of her
This
care
part of the reason we don't
must
believe
be
her is
high.
like
Did you
she
think
left
that
a
your
country
share of
with
the ransom would
socialized
pay for your
medicine
mother's
to come
care?
to America.
You think that I would allow Daisy
That is a
to
good
be
reason.
kidnapped for money? She's like my daughter. I could never imagine such a thing.
Her reaction seemed sincere, but I needed to see how she'd react. Suzanne, I think you really care for Daisy. If you do, Then tell me the truth. You can't have been calling your mother while she's in a coma.
My mom really is in a hospital in Boston. She really is in a coma. I wasn't calling her. I was on the phone with my boyfriend, Noah.
Why lie
just
about
say
it?
it.
Why are you panicking?
Yeah.
Because he's gone. I haven't heard from him since the night of the kidnapping. I'm afraid he's somehow connected to Daisy's disappearance. That he was just using me somehow. But I swear I talked to him. Yes, for more like 30 minutes that night. So he couldn't have kidnapped Daisy at the same time we were talking.
But he could have kept you talking so someone else could take Daisy.
Yes, you can see why I lied. Can't you? I was afraid you'd suspect me of having something
you
to
were
do with
obstructing
it. You
justice,
can
yeah.
understand that,
Yeah.
can't you?
Suzanne, I want to believe you, but you've made it harder to find Daisy. Do you realize that?
Oh my god. What have I done?
What's most important is not what you've done, but what you do now. Go. I'll be back to talk to you. No more lies,
Go.
Suzanne. For Daisy.
This is my
no
room.
more lies.
It's my room now, Suzanne. You lost that privilege.
Noah.
Go.
The name might lead us to that little girl. I am on this case now, whether my captain wants me to be or not.
I mean, what? There's no animosity. The captain sent you to do the thing.
I don't care what he says. Ah!
Check the flowers. They're going to be from Noah for sure.
Can you draw me?
Hello.
If you can, you might be ready for art school.
Why is it half a sketch on the book? They couldn't even get the whole thing?
Well, you've gone to school to learn the rest.
They only paid for printing in blue.
Romeo and Juliet.
It's too long for how many? They reprinted Romeo and Juliet like 15 times. Maybe it's longer in French.
It's true. It's the large print edition.
Ooh, a diary.
A locked diary? Let's see if I can shine some light on its secrets.
Okay, open locked book.
Liars don't get rooms, Suzanne.
Around the world in 80 days. What's this one?
La Rue de la Etle Noir? I don't know. What's noir in French?
Black or night, right?
So the black.
Princess de Claves.
The red and the black.
The red and the black. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, Rouge is red. I should have known that. And
A card from the florist. It's signed N.
Yeah, Trilinus is making me wish that she was like the card from the florist. Like she had a true like
yeah,
Boston accent.
You're making it wicked hard to find Daisy.
Yeah. That we get some real contrast.
It's like the town. Les Miserables.
Huh.
Oh, I need to read this.
Ah, a book. There's only two things that have been in every hotel
What's
room in
the
this
glass
city.
case? Oh, big
Hercule
surprise.
Poirot
Glasses.
and Les Miserables.
Les Miserables. What if the Gideons, instead of like annoying everybody about religion, just put some classic literature in everybody's room?
I think they'd love it.
I'd be into it.
I mean, if nothing else, is better marketing. Even if they snuck in a Bible passage at the end of all of them,
I expect
you get
Suzanne
more
must
reading
have
in,
gone
I
through
think.
a lot of tissues these past weeks. An Eiffel Tower keychain, but no key.
Everybody from France carries an Eiffel Tower keychain around all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Small
It's a
jewelry
tough
box.
read, you're right. I haven't tried
By
it,
the size,
but I'm
and the
intimidated by it,
same earrings.
sarcastic. It's on my list.
Uh-huh.
Why put a key in a jewelry box?
So is Middlemarch. Has anyone read Middlemarch? Middlemarch is intimidating.
Never read it.
I haven't dived in yet. For a while I was working my way through a bunch of the classics, but Les Mis is being saved for the last. So is Tale of Two Cities.
that
Oh
doesn't
no,
work.
I can't do it, sarcastic. I can't do it. Maybe there's an audiobook. It's good.
That doesn't work.
Wait, is this really not the key?
Yeah, like Lord of the Rings. Huh.
That doesn't work.
Maybe it goes to something else.
Okay.
Maybe it goes in the other way. Is that a crazy?
I couldn't flip it. That I could see.
Kelly and I had the same idea. We're just kind of the brainstormers,
Okay.
right? We're not in charge of logistics.
Let's try again. Hold on. Maybe I just didn't realize how to do it. Oh, like this?
Yeah.
Good thinking, guys.
Okay, Suzanne. Let's see what you haven't told me.
February 9th, 2019.
Just pointing out that we're still describing this to Perot on the Orient Express right now.
Okay, February 9th, day at the park with Noah. I can tell he's opening up more and more with me. I chatted on and on about my job. I told him how much I liked the Armstrongs, especially Daisy, smiling face. I really feel like he's invested in our relationship. That kind of man is so rare these days. Heart sign. Whoops.
Okay.
Is that it? Oh, no. Valentine's Day! Noah and I went to the Blue Lagoon, our favorite restaurant. Wonderful. Noah received a text message. I didn't know what it was, but he said we had to leave. He wouldn't say anything else. Instead, we went away somewhere in the mountains. Finally, we arrived at a cabin in the middle of nowhere. He told me to stay in the car. Not very romantic for Valentine's Day. No, I don't think so. I think maybe...
See, that's pretty suspicious.
Highly suspicious. Anyway, he gave me flowers! More distant today. Hope he's well. I don't want to interfere in his private life.
Batch is right. That she wrote less than 3 instead of just drawing a heart is bonkers.
But that's that seems like a very Gen Alpha thing. They're gonna just draw the thing.
I mean, she's like not much younger than me, right? Well, no, 2019. And she's like in her 20s. No,
Yeah.
she's like, well, yeah, she's like 5 or 6 years younger than me. I would not have done a less than and a heart.
No, you wouldn't. It's been a while.
Well, I actually don't know how old she is, but
I know Perot usually tells us.
yeah, Perot usually tells us.
I think it's the last time I'll write in my diary. My dear Daisy was kidnapped. I haven't heard from Noah since that day. He talks which is really suspicious from Noah's part too. If he was involved, to just disappear.
Yeah, Noah's not playing this very cool.
Thought he loved me, but he never called again. He hasn't replied to my messages since the day. Night, Daisy, I'm lost. It's my fault Daisy's gone. I didn't watch
I can
her.
see why Suzanne didn't tell me everything about this, Noah. It's clear when he disappeared that she realized something was very wrong.
Yeah, that's what you should tell people.
Anne's pointing out that Gen Z maybe wouldn't even know what less than 3 means because that's a really millennial thing. I think that's what Anne's saying.
Because they have emojis and they don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's funny. You're right.
Fair point. What if I say this? Whoops.
I don't like those, like, glass railings. They kind of freak me out.
Yeah.
I know that they're safe, but it just... I don't understand why we have to have some kind of optical illusion in our house. And then they just get all, like, fingerprinty, right?
Yeah, but you have help to clean that.
That's true.
That's why you have a Suzanne.
I imagine these flowers must have been beautiful.
These?
Who gave them to you?
The gardener.
Everyone keeps adding quotes
They're
to our
getting
quote log.
pretty wilted, but I hate to throw them away.
Tell me about your boyfriend. Have you been together long?
They have emojis and they don't care.
Why? He doesn't have anything to do with this.
Please, Suzanne, the sooner you answer my question, the sooner we'll be done.
His name is Noah Garrity. I met him at a Lunar New Year party in Great Barrington. He is a kind and caring person.
Yeah,
although,
sarcastic.
Well, I miss him. He had to go away on business. He should be back.
He's not gonna be.
You're right, Game Cat. Sometimes they have the glass, like, on an outside balcony. That I understand at least, like, logically. But on like a second story of the house. I don't know why. It just makes me uneasy somehow. I'm not, listen, it's a me problem, but.
Know anything about Miss Moreau's boyfriend?
Her boyfriend? I know she went out with someone for a while there. More recently, I saw a man in a 4x4 who would pick her up on her nights off. He never got out of his car, just waited for her. She did seem to spend more time than usual on the phone these past few weeks, but she worked hard. We weren't going to begrudge her what free time she had. Since the abduction.
Well, I'm going to start begrudging her, I'll tell you. That for free.
Take whatever time you need.
Look for the file for something about a 4x4. Oh, the 4x4 tracks.
Oh, yeah. It's weird that this guy, like, hadn't met the kid. I mean, I wasn't a live-in nanny, but I was a nanny, and, like, no one was I couldn't just invite strangers over to the house to meet their kids, you know?
Didn't he say that he never came in? He was always just outside?
But assuming that the kid went willingly with him, which
I don't know.
Maybe that's not where we're going with this, but.
Yeah, but that's fair. Fair assumption.
Can you tell me anything about Suzanne's boyfriend?
I know she dated our chauffeur for a while. There was someone else she'd met recently, but I don't recall his name.
No fraternizing among my help. That's what I would say.
Yeah. Except in old-timey novels, it's always like the maid's always married. The like head of house is always married to like the groundskeeper or something.
That's true.
And they have like a cottage on the estate.
They came as
a set. How did that happen? Did they come in the set, or did it happen naturally, or do you kind of like breed it? You're like, when they're young, you match them up.
You breed it. What?
You like, there's like functions where they match up all the maids and chauffeurs, and then
tread marks of a 4-wheel-drive vehicle were found outside the garden on the night
of the kidnapping. Get them as a set later.
No one drives one,
that's convenient.
Where is he, Suzanne? If you know anything
You're
more
not
about
saying
him,
it's a good thing.
tell me.
I know what you're thinking, but it's impossible.
How did we possibly get there?
He never did anything to make me suspicious. We went out to eat, to the movies. Just like a normal couple.
He never did anything suspicious, because in your diary, he drove you to the mountains and made you wait in the car.
That's exactly what I'm gonna say to her.
You really didn't notice anything strange about Noah until he vanished?
He could get moody at times, as if
so
he had a lot on his
you've like
mind.
withheld information like 9 different times.
Yeah.
In your diary, you say that Noah took you to a cabin in the mountains on Valentine's Day.
You read my diary?
I'm sorry, but we have to find Daisy. We both want that. So yes, I looked in your diary.
You're right. He took me to a cabin in the woods. I waited for him in the car. He came out after a few minutes. He was very sweet and apologetic, but he never explained. We went back to the restaurant for dessert.
Did you ever go back
in the
to
modern
the cabin
times
with him?
is also
No,
like
never.
So what made Noah drive
it's crazy.
all the way
Like,
to a cabin?
of course they would have already read her diary, and they would already know about Noah, and they would already like have all her text messages.
It is.
Yeah.
I can use Suzanne's directions to the cabin and compare them to the map of the area I have in my car.
Like the fact that they didn't already know that that was his phone number that she called.
Yeah. She would have also been, that nanny would have been like the most interrogated. She would have been like the #1 suspect. Yeah, Anne's right. There's a suspicious cabin involved? That's gotta be where she is.
No, don't make assumptions. Don't jump to conclusions.
I love when Batch tries to make things in a French accent. Nothing weird about it.
Weird about it.
Is nothing weird about it. Just phonetics. Well, maybe if she cleaned up, she wouldn't have gotten kidnapped. I'm kidding.
Yeah, we told her you're gonna get kidnapped if you don't clean that
told
stuff
her.
up.
You gotta put your toys back.
Let's just put one shitty patio furniture by this terrible dead tree out here.
Yeah, it's also like not even a deck. It's like the driveway.
I thought I was supposed to go out here and look for evidence, was I not?
Well, where was the ladder? Can you tell that? I don't understand the geography of that.
It would be on this side of the house, but I can't go back there.
Oh.
Oh, there's a ball. What do you want me to do? Find the location of the cabin. Oh, do I have to go in the car? There's a map. My map.
Yeah, I know, TJ.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to the information Suzanne gave me, I should be able to find the cabin on this
How
map.
far in the past are we? Did she say this was like a couple years ago?
I think we're still in 2019.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know, actually. I could be wrong.
No, it's on the train, it's 2023. And in this world, it's 2019.
Well, she was kidnapped in 2019, but I don't know when this takes place. I don't know how long she's been gone.
Surely we're not getting a deposition 3 years later.
Yeah, well, we're terrible at this.
And the mom is still sitting at the door.
Am I? Oh, I'm moving. Okay.
Yeah, Trilanus. I think it's the pre-crime, pre-book crime.
Where are we? Where do we start? That's kind of what I would like to know.
Oh, you're not familiar with the Berkshire, Massachusetts topographical maps, right?
No, not really.
It's to scale. Put your pencil down.
Okay.
We left town, then crossed 2 bridges and some thick woods, and passed a cornfield on the left. Is that map telling us what's corn?
Yeah, the yellow is rural, so I assume that's corn.
Then just trees and more trees. Finally, we stopped outside a cabin. We left town. We crossed 2 bridges. So if that's the water, there's 3 bridges there. But I guess there's some bridges connecting these like kidney lakes too. Where would you pass 2 bridges? Then some thick woods. Cornfields. Cornfields on the left. Oh, wait, no. You'd be driving the wrong way.
I don't
see
a
if you
Jeff
left
Bridges.
town... If you left town this way...
Where's town? Is it over here? There's
I
also
don't know.
like over here? Like, it seems crazy to not know where we are on the map.
It seems like one of those 2 things are town, though, right?
You would assume.
So if you leave town this way, you can't cross 2 bridges. If you leave town that way, there's no bridges. If you leave town this way, there are 2 bridges, but cornfields on your right.
Well, if we leave town this way, we could cross this bridge or this bridge, right?
This way.
1 bridge.
There's no 2 bridges. So I think you have to leave the town that's bottom. Oh, does that one work? No, because you need the wood.
If you're in town here, then that's a bridge, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then up around through another town, and then that's a bridge. Or any of these other bridges.
And then cornfields on... But then you need to pass through woods, so that doesn't make sense. Before the cornfields.
And some thick woods. I don't feel like I am equipped.
Will you move the map a little to the left?
Like that?
Yeah, and will you move it down a bit? Can I see the part that's covered by the text?
No. I can do this.
Thank you. So if that's a bridge, and that's a bridge, and then you're off the map. Oh, that's a bridge, that's a bridge. Oh, but cornfields aren't on your left. They're on your right. I think you have to. So the one that I think is close is like if you start at the town that's to the left, and you see how there's like 4 roads leaving town.
Yeah.
The one that goes sort of down and to the right.
Okay. So
So
one
then you
bridge,
cross a bridge.
two bridge.
And then you go through thick woods. But then the cornfield's on your right, not your left.
Right.
But I think that's the only one. I was trying to do process of elimination, and that seems the closest. Because every town has 4 roads, and the other 4...
What if you...
We've burned a lot of bridges.
Probably not here. That can't be the right place. That doesn't really match. Probably not here.
Okay.
Yes, it's a bridge over River Kwai.
That doesn't really match. Probably not here.
Oh, you can zoom.
I can zoom.
That can't be the right place. Probably not here. That can't be the right place. That doesn't really match. Probably not here.
Oh, getting hit. The city she came from is the one on the left.
Okay.
Okay, so it is this one, yeah?
Yeah. So... Bridge... Oh, if that must be it. So, can you shift up a bit? Okay, it's try I-4. Try column I if you go down.
This one?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
I've got it. The cabin has to be here.
Oh!
I have to find that cabin. I hope I'm not too late.
I was just as lost, Batch.
Shouldn't she have a partner? She's a detective.
She's
Okay,
going
here's
rogue.
this famous cabin.
Bridge chat.
Let's investigate.
There's no time for dotting I's and crossing J's.
Yeah.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Oh, it's already like 1 a.m. here. I forgot since we stopped and started. It doesn't look like we've been playing that long.
Orient.
Yeah, I can't really tell how long we've been going.
Hello? Is anyone there?
It's probably Lloyd Bridges we crossed, you're right.
I can't just waltz in without a warrant.
When do we usually stop your time?
Around now.
Okay. Maybe we'll try to get to the end of this chapter.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not anxious. I was surprised.
If only I could see what's inside.
We usually stop some before 2 my time.
Okay.
Or that's usually the latest we come.
Hey, Fairy Tales. So this game has different sections where you're playing Perot on the Orient Express, and then this girl and or this woman in a different mystery. And we're in the different mystery part right now. But it all ties together.
It's sort of we were shocked by it, or I was disoriented by it, not oriented by it.
Not oriented.
Because you're just like playing as Perot like normal, except it is present day, which is weird. So you're like Perot 2023, and you're just on the Orient Express, and it's all following the same, story you would think. And then all of a sudden, we find this Boston police officer drugged in a bathroom, and wake her up, and she's like, "Now let me tell you my story." And now we're playing as her.
Oh, look at the cat in there.
Oh.
Legal?
I thought she was just gonna like dead jump for a second. Aha!
It's Daisy's plush toy. If Fluffy
We
is
should take
here,
a picture.
The kidnapper has been here. I have to get inside this cabin. Ugh, an old hunting trophy.
This is why you bring a second person.
I know, she's like in danger
Empty
here.
wine bottles. Somebody has been here lately.
Yeah, it's true. It's not gonna... We know how this chapter ends, I guess.
I mean, she got on the train.
Yeah.
Noah brought Suzanne to this dump on Valentine's Day? What a romantic.
Okay, now we can maybe have the excuse to grab this axe and get the door open.
Definitely. We have probable cause now. I mean, we've all watched crime procedurals enough to know that she should be now calling this in.
Perfect for attacking doors.
Oh yeah, you got it. I mean, you do have to call her back up at this point.
And she should have come with a partner.
Let's see if we can. No.
I mean, there's a child in there.
Seriously, Em.
Yeah, you should break up. Maybe don't
Look at
put
that.
the axe
A
down.
broken door to investigate. No need for a walk. Some people
What?
seem to have played
Oh.
here before.
Couldn't see it at all.
What?
I couldn't see the door at all one for a second.
Oh, she's just talking about the... Yeah.
Oh, it's not as creepy inside as I thought. It's kind of nice.
lot of
Got like leather
tools.
couches.
I guess somebody noticed the cabin was about to fall down. The stove is cold. Nobody's been here recently.
Or it's just September.
Oops.
It's
fluffy,
not.
no doubt about it.
It's not creepy. You're right, but I thought it'd be like falling down. That's just like cabin furniture.
Don't worry.
Oh, good thing.
We found the mustache. Wait, that means Perot's the killer. He was here.
I've earned a gold mustache. That's a woman's hairbrush. Did Suzanne actually come in here after all?
Or they just brush the kids' hair. They're not. Maybe they're not monsters.
They're not monsters. They brushed your hair, if you ask. 3892. That'll be relevant, probably.
Definitely.
Some boxes. I wonder what they were used for.
Is there like a basement somewhere?
It's a good idea. Like a cellar.
Oh, that's a trapdoor looking area.
Oh, good thinking, Ryan.
This bottle comes from the Blue Lagoon.
Oh. It's not letting me do anything here.
Can you move the bed to lift it up? Oh, maybe it's not a trapdoor. Maybe it's just a weird texture choice.
I don't know. It looks
It
cut
looks
out.
pretty trapdoory, yeah. I don't know anymore, actually, because then there's lines in this room, too.
Yeah, you're right.
Unless they're all trap doors. Yabba-dabba-doo-ba-doo.
Ceiling check? People are asking for a ceiling check?
Okay, good. Okay, so the guy's not, like, up there.
Yeah, like a spider.
Is there a safe somewhere?
Oh!
Oh!
Not really my style, but I'll take it.
Music is getting intense. Yeah, DJ was thinking the same thing.
There's nothing but trees in that direction. I should focus on the cabin.
Okay. Something about the cards. Drawers? Can you push something aside? Can you take the cat?
I don't think so.
Can you turn it?
It's fluffy, no doubt about it.
Oh. Thought it might have like a secret compartment.
Yeah, good point. That's a good point. But no.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought so too, TJ. That's why I took another lap. I'll do it again.
Is there something burning, like that had been burned in the fireplace?
I don't see it. Oh, like right here?
Yeah. Oh, no. Like a letter that was half burnt. Wow, Batch. It was probably in commemoration.
Wow. It probably was. I can't go further this way, right? No. Oh, ow, ow! Ba-da-da-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Oh! Oh no, I was steering.
Noah brought Suzanne to this dump on Valentine's Day? What a romantic.
Yeah, you can't like move something aside? Like outside? Is there like a... And that way you would like see a basement window?
I'm looking for interactions.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of...
Try again looking at the house area.
Plot points. Under the cell, yeah. Or... Oh, can you climb up? Is there a second floor? No. For the roof. You have to move the gasoline can back, or like leave it better than I found it.
Leave it better. No, leave nothing but footprints.
Nothing but footprints. The cards? I know you clicked it again, but that keeps.
I can click it again.
Eye.
It's.
Some people seem to have played here before.
The ones that are giving me that down arrow, I've clicked before.
Some boxes.
Oh, okay.
I wonder what they were used for. A lot of tools. I guess somebody noticed the cabin was about to fall down.
Yeah, none of the drawers or cabinets seem to open.
It really feels like we missed something in here, right?
Oh, can you turn the brush around? Turn the brush around. No.
Good question, though. That's maybe the kind of thing we miss.
Bottles from the Blue Lagoon? Why is that important?
This bottle comes from the Blue Lagoon.
Blue Lagoon was the restaurant that Suzanne said they went to.
Oh, good
So
memory.
maybe Suzanne is involved. Pretty sure that's the case. I don't think I can leave, Anne. I'll try to leave. No, I can't get in the car. I think you're
You
right.
could, like,
Hmm?
you can't go anywhere else, right? You can't like go down to the water or something.
No.
There's nothing but trees in that direction. I should focus on the cabin.
What about the towel that's like hanging on the front? What's up with that? You can't click it though, can you?
No.
That'd be a real ceiling hook situation.
I did think I saw a interaction on the porch that we missed when I was doing the cutscene, but I don't see anything here.
There's like something hanging on the wall. Not just the roof, but on the wall, I think. Yeah, to the right. Yeah, that towel. What's that about? You can't click it though.
it. It's a very weird, conspicuous towel.
Oh, there's another one. Okay, Fairy Tale's got a hint locked and loaded.
Okay.
Oh, there's a box under there.
Yeah, I did see that before, but I don't think I can do anything. There's no
Is there
crouch.
a squat?
No.
Yeah.
Not that I found. Oh!
Oh!
The floor is scratched and worn in this area. The sofa must have
Oh,
been
here we
moved
go.
out.
All right. All right.
Okay, we were right. We were right. We
You
just
were looking
couldn't
for the
find
right
it.
thing.
So you gotta slide that couch over. That like IKEA couch. Yeah, 2 drying towels. Isn't that suspicious?
3, really.
Batch?
Whoops.
We'll
Whoa!
be trapped. If I move,
What?
it could go off, and that countdown tells me it wants to go off anyway.
3892.
I
Oh, they are numbered, aren't they?
I don't know which the
Dynamite? What dynamite?
Oh no, Ryan.
I don't know how this how I'm supposed to read this.
Me neither. Do you think it's either the top
7,
one, or could it possibly be like no, I don't know.
Do they add together, maybe? Oh, Bash says try to match them? That might be the case.
Oh, try to match them. That's a good idea.
That's not right.
Yeah, matching must be a batch. You're right.
There we go, I think. Okay, good thinking,
Oh,
Batch.
thank
Oh,
God.
God! There's more to it.
Oh,
There's more
this is
to
worse.
it.
This is worse. This is worse. Oh, no.
I enjoy that it's the illusion of a countdown, but I don't think we're actually being timed.
Yeah. Also, is that... Oh, fuel. I see. I thought it was fuse, but spelled wrong.
Are we trying to get these all on the line here?
What? Oh.
Like all of these to be in a line?
I see. This is a real Ryan puzzle.
Yep.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, Batch is on your wavelength.
Yeah, I know, man.
Yeah, you must complete the circuit, or...
Oh, I don't know. I clicked that one by mistake and it was right.
Uh-oh.
No, maybe not. Oops. No, that was wrong. Okay, well, we got 3 steps into the bomb puzzle.
I didn't think this was a game we could die in.
Since I'm telling this story to you, Mr. Poirot, you should be able to deduce I didn't blow myself up. Let's see if I can remember how I defused the bomb.
Okay, that's funny.
Right,
I get
that's
it.
fun. All right, oh, and it takes us here, which is nice. It doesn't make it through the whole thing again.
Yeah.
So the top one was right. How did we make that work?
I don't even know. What are you controlling?
What does this do? Oh! Turns it over. So... This is a dead end.
It has been a while since we exploded. It really did feel good, actually.
But this goes up here. Wait, I thought I got that. It has been,
Maybe you just ran out of time.
No, I think it was corresponding
Since I'm
to me
telling
doing
this
the thing.
story to you, Miss, let's see if I can...
Yeah, 4 puzzles, like... This is an elaborate bomb. Whoever's the kidnapper, like, has some... This is an intense scheme.
You somehow messed it up another time.
So the bottom became the top. You flipped it so the bottom became the top. That's what Kelly and TJ are saying. I don't know what that means, but I'm repeating it as if I agree.
Oh,
and if it's right, we all know.
Since I'm telling this story to you, let's see
Okay.
if I can...
I sort of get what you're saying. So... Am I doing the opposite then? Because the reason I clicked this one is because it looks like this completes the circuit. Do I want to kick the one that doesn't complete the circuit? Oh, I guess one of them is one of them's blinking. Am I trying to follow that one?
Yeah.
So this is the blinking one. So this goes up here to this one. Oh, okay. I get it.
Hi, Ghost
Okay.
Dunk.
Hey, Ghost Dunk.
Happy anniversary.
Are you still in Japan?
Thanks, Ghost Dunk. I think so. Or your Discord snack chats have been Japanese recently. Still. We are...
5 more days.
You can't tell in this moment. Oh, for 5 more days. Oh.
It's exciting.
That is exciting. You can't tell
Since I'm telling...
in this moment, but we are playing Hercule Poirot Murder on the Orient Express, except it's 2023, and currently in this moment, we are playing as a side character who's an FBI agent who's also on the train, and we're describing to Poirot how we solved this case, and right now we're describing to Poirot how we defused a bomb, apparently.
So it's the middle one.
We blew up 4 times already, I think.
I don't know how to read this.
I have no idea what's happening. I mean, I understand the logic of what you're doing, but the visual makes no sense to me.
No, same. Okay, so...
Since I'm... Let's see if...
Okay, so the red one is the one I want to cut.
Yeah.
So I turn it over, and now it's the top one that I want to cut, because I turned it over from the bottom. So I'm looking at this, and it goes... Wire goes from here down to the bottom. Like, this just follows that way, so I assume that means it's the bottom one.
Yes.
And that seems to be right. Then there's this one. It's the top one. So now it's the bottom one. But the wire takes me up back to the top one on this side.
Yep. Got it.
And that's right. Now it's the middle one.
So it's still the middle one.
But look at the wires, though. Where does the wire take me in the middle one? This one goes back here. This one goes back down. Which wire am I supposed to go to, I wonder?
Well,
You have to follow the white on the first side? Oh,
I see.
like this? Okay. But it's not as simple as cutting this one, is it?
I don't know. No, I think you have
guess.
to follow it the first step, and then so in the middle, I see. So we flip it again. So it's that one. So that means that then it goes to the bottom. It's not that one. It's the, but that goes to the bottom. What? So this is crazy, but do you cut the left side bottom one? Can you even do that? No, sorry, I meant the left side.
Oh, no, you can't cut any of the left side.
You can't cut the left side. Because the wire went like this way.
Since I'm telling this story to you, Mr. Let's see if...
See, if you flip it...
That should do it.
It was the middle, guys.
Wow, I wonder if that's how close it was. This would have ended my investigation right here. These rods are heading towards the canisters. It must be the trigger for the explosion. I smell a strong, sweet smell. Damn. I think these are filled to the brim with diethyl ether. Incredibly flammable. It looks like the kidnappers
We're geniuses, everybody says. We're geniuses. The song was written for us.
I have to open it. Oh no. Daisy. No. I called in my discovery of the body. Then there was nothing I could do except
Why would
protect
you
the
make
site
this
for forensics.
the darkest possible?
The forensics team arrived an hour later.
It's dark.
Cordoned off the cabin with crime scene tape and went to work, looking for physical evidence, fingerprints, testing for fluids, DNA, any clues science can uncover.
So she was in...
They removed Daisy's body. The autopsy would take place in the morning. But I had one
to
more stop to make.
explode. Why would it need to explode?
They were trying to destroy the evidence. They got their money already.
Well, then just burn the place down. Why is it rigged to explode? Why does it explode only when someone shows up?
I don't know.
Also, why kill the kid at all?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Anne, how does this get us back to the Orient Express bathroom?
That night, I swore to find the monster who killed that child.
Why are they only giving you these, like, 3 Agatha Christie facts?
I know.
There's so many more good facts.
Should have let Ashley write the facts.
Yeah.
She told us this whole story while reclining.
Train saw me? How? Daisy.
I'm a doctor.
She was awake?
And then she collapsed again.
I take the responsibility. She was weaker than I realized.
Oh.
Lie still while I examine you. Pupils dilated?
I'm all right.
They're gonna fall in love.
You are far from all right. You have been heavily
You are
sedated.
smoking.
Your pulse is very weak.
I have to finish my story. Ratchet can't escape again. Can't escape.
Have no
dead
fear
now.
of that, mademoiselle. Ratchet will not escape.
We must hear her story.
This woman needs rest. I will let you know when she is recovered enough to continue. But I warn you, it will be some time.
I understand, Doctor. Thank you.
I have completed my preliminary
Thank you.
examination of the deceased. I think that it will interest you.
Indeed it will. And I have other witnesses to interrogate. You are right. Let's
In
not
how
put
you
this
say
poor woman in
interrogate.
danger. There will be
Interrogate.
plenty of time for her to finish her story when she has recovered. By all means. Tell me the results of your examination.
Now, who was she again?
My little gray cells did not let me down.
So we assumed she was going like incognito on the Orient Express, and she wore a giant plaid trench coat.
Yeah.
As her like secret mission outfit.
That's what you would do.
Yeah, that's true. You don't look too much like a detective. You can't wear that leather jacket.
No.
Can you estimate the time of death?
Rigor mortis was advanced, but
It's
not
pretty
complete.
impressive, TJ.
I estimate the death occurred between midnight and 2 in the morning.
That tallies with the witness statements I've collected so far. What is the cause of death?
Multiple stab wounds to the upper torso. It's odd there are no signs of a struggle. That might indicate one of the first wounds was enough to kill him.
It seems that Monsieur Ratchet had taken sleeping
It's true,
pills
Anne.
during the
It's
night.
double bluff.
Ah, that would explain the lack of defensive wounds.
Mr. McQueen and Mr.
that's
Masterman
fair.
told me that Monsieur Ratchet didn't
Mr.
smoke.
Masterman.
Can you confirm this?
I can't say without a more extensive post-mortem.
What can you tell me about the stab wounds?
They were
I
gnarly.
counted 12 in all. 1 or 2
What
are so
do you
slight
do
as to
with
be
a
practically
drunken
scratches.
sailor?
On the other hand, at least 3 would be capable of causing death.
He
The
signed his
angle of
work
the wounds is
up in the upper
instructive.
right.
Most
Little drawing
appear
by
to
me.
have been struck by a right-handed person. But you see, this one, under the right armpit, it's not a deadly blow given the depth, but a right-hander couldn't have done it. It was most certainly struck with the left hand.
Batman.
So, our murderer is left-handed. No, it is more difficult than that, is it not?
As you say, Mr. Poirot, some of these other blows are
Yeah,
just
exactly
as
that.
obviously right-handed.
Multiple killers or the body has been moved.
Well, what do you think?
I think multiple killers.
I think so too. But that's sort
Do
of
we
a
have
bummer
a
because
first
we both
and
know how the
second
book ends.
murderer?
I know, but
As the
that's-
great Shakespeare
that
would
would
put
be
it.
my conclusion.
First murderer
If it was
Yeah.
left-handed, right-hand.
and exits left, turning off the light. Then a second murderer comes in the dark, does not see his or her work has been done, and stabs a dead body.
Magnificent.
You think so? I'm glad. It sounds to me a little like nonsense.
Leave the conversation.
Thank you, Doctor. Excellent work under difficult circumstances. Please let me know when I may speak again with Mademoiselle Locke.
Of course.
That's it.
Night, Zach. Happy weekend. We should probably wrap up soon.
Yeah.
I kept waiting for a chapter, but I guess maybe this isn't like a real stopping point.
Yeah, I was going to say after this, what do you think about this? Who's the best way to find out who's a vape smoker? Ask passengers if they like the taste of bananas. Ask passengers if they smoke. Offer passengers a cigarette.
Offer passengers a cigarette, I guess?
Even a smoker might innocently turn me down.
Okay, I just ask them if they smoke.
Yes, that's certainly a good place to start.
What's the best way to find out who's a vape smoker? Recall a conversation about vapes or cigarettes. This reminds me of a time when I blew some sweet cotton. Do you ever do that?
Yes, I have personally seen some passengers smoking. I just have to
I guess.
remember who they were.
To wait for the next stop at the station, see who goes to smoke.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
No, this is a tenuous clue at best. I still have more
because we're
important
stuck.
interrogations to conduct. Yes.
Haven't we
I
already asked
suppose
everyone
it's
if they're a cigarette
likely
smoker?
They will give me the list of who smokes what.
Most people. We haven't talked to everybody, though.
That happens to me a lot.
Okay. What do you think? Save here?
Yeah.
Well, I'm enjoying this.
Hey, Kim Cat.
Hi, Kim Cat. Pretty fun so far.
Yeah, I'm liking it so far. I think it's crazy. The like modern conceit is crazy.
It's a little weird. Which one of you smokes Bananarama?
No. But okay.
Yeah. I still think it's classy, like the surroundings are classy, and the Perot, I'm getting into liking that their take on Perot.
Yeah. I sort of like the mechanics of how we saw it. It's like a lot, it's puzzle dense, which is good.
Yeah.
I mean, some of it is like a smidge tedious, like we keep having to tell Perot what we know. That makes sense. But other than that, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. So far, the Joanna Locke stuff is okay. I don't mind it. I hope there's more interesting bits of that stuff like that. I kind of like seeing some backstory.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually legit puzzles. So like coming off of Gabriel Knight, that was sort of puzzle light.
Yeah.
Is it snowing?
I don't think it's snowing. Does it look staticky outside the window? I don't think it's snowing.
Doesn't look snowy to me.
It snowed a little bit. Was it last week or the week before? But hasn't snowed since.
Yeah.
Thursday was very cold though.
Mm. Yeah, I like the mind puzzles. Everyone gets to be smart.
Yeah. Good addition from Microids so far. I do kind of see a little bit of like a fuzzy, No, I think it's just I think it's just the static and the lights.
I think it's like reflection of the lights. Yeah.
I have a screen in that window too, so it's probably reflecting off the screen a little bit. Anywho, so remember, we'll be streaming on Thursday next week instead of Friday, and then we will take a little bit of a break and come back in January.
Yeah, that's crazy. January 3rd.
January 3rd. We could bring in the new year.
Do you think we'll finish it next time? I can't tell how far we are.
I don't know. It's the howlongtobeat.com said it was about 7 hours, so we could probably do that in 2 streams, but we had a lot of technical difficulties that slowed us down.
Yeah.
I don't know how many chapters there are. We talk about snacks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe.
It seems like we're close to like...
Hey, Ox.
Hey,
Good
Ox.
to see you.
Good morning. Hello. We were just wrapping up, but happy weekend.
Yeah, happy weekend.
Playing Murder on the Orient Express. New Modern Edition. It seems like the stories are just about to like the sort of realization that gets the engine of the plot as I remember it sort of moving. It seems like we're just about to hit it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I don't know how much will be left. And then will we play as her again? Do you think will we play as I must have said Grace. Will we play as the detective again?
I bet so.
We'll switch back.
Let's see. Murder on the Orient Express 2023. How many chapters?
You snacking on anything good, Ox? We all talked about our snacks today. I had some hummus and some bread and some Christmas treats. Chocolate egg. No, chocolate orange. Brian had peppermint patties. Yum.
I can't find how many chapters there are because it's all about the chapters of the book.
Do you know what chapter you're on now?
I think we just started 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cookies.
All right. Well, I guess that's time for us to shuffle off the mortal coil. And by that, I mean, see you next
Don't
week.
die.
What? Oh, no.
Don't die, please. Don't die. Don't shuffle off your mortal coil.
Oh, you're right. I shouldn't do that. We'll just call it a night and see you guys in a week.
We'll see you in less than a week because we're going to see you on Thursday.
That's right.
And it's going to be great. And we're going to have fun. And we're going to play some games. This is our, remember how we always have a exit song? And it's always this.
It's always
just
this.
like how remember Bear in the Big Blue House had the goodbye song?
Right.
This is ours.
Well, you're so
we'll
great.
See you next week. It's
Love
going
you
to be
a lot.
great. Already forgotten it. I'm going to play lots of games. Couldn't tell you what I said the first time. And we'll all be here. Well, most of us will. And we'll all remember your names.
Oh, good. Goodbye.
Yeah, it's a low bar promise.
Even that's a high bar. Bye.
Happy weekend. Happy holidays.